welcome back to my channel. My name is Venetia Alexander Marshall and welcome. If you are new here, hi, how are you? Don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking that notification bell so every time I am uploading a new video, you are notified on this new channel. So yeah, I'm still trying to get everything going with the new channel and really trying to get things worked out. But for some of you that have seen some of my videos, thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm really trying to get this channel regenerated from the previous channel. I'm really starting over, changed a lot of things and so forth. But today I am going to bring for you guys what I have renamed from my old channel. We're just going to play with some makeup. We're going to play with some makeup that is actually new to me. It's actually quite old. It's quite old. I've had it in my makeup stash for quite a long time. I was supposed to do the makeup review from my main channel long time ago, and I just didn't do it because I just was not in the spirit of bringing you a makeup review on that channel. So instead of just doing makeup reviews as from my previous channel, we're just going to call this playing with some makeup. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to play with some makeup, and a lot of this makeup, again, it is old. Y'all have already seen it, y'all have already talked about it and so forth, and I'm just not getting my hands on it myself. So yeah, this is the segment that we're going to call we're just going to play with some makeup. So let's go ahead and let's play with some makeup. So I have a new mirror. So from my previous channel, if you remember, I had my pink mirror, then my pink mirror broke. I went and got me a bigger mirror. So now I have a black mirror. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started with this makeup. Now, a lot of it, I'm gonna give you my thoughts and my opinions on the makeup. I will let you guys know as I'm putting the makeup on if it's going to be a makeup that I will put in my everyday stack, if it's going to be in my maybe stack, or if this is going to be a flat out makeup no. I'm just going to let you know right off the bat instead of just going through a speed review, a quick review, or you know, going back through the things that we've already I've already put on my face. So I'm just not going to do it that way now. We're just going to talk about it right as I'm putting the makeup on. So the first product I am going to start with is primer. The primer is new to me. I know it is quite an old product. I got this in my Ipsy several months ago. This is from Ciate, London. This is the Ciate London Dewy Skin with vitamin C glass glow primer. So this is a very dewy primer. I believe this is my second time wearing this primer. So we're gonna try this primer. I'm trying to remember what I thought about the primer. So this primer does contain vitamin C, and with my skin that I have very dry skin, I believe my skin loved this primer. Yeah, this is a glowy, definitely a glowy primer. Let's see. Yeah, definitely a glowy primer. As you could see, if you can see, this primer is very glowy, very dewy. My dry skin is enjoying this. Now, would this be a primer I can see myself picking up a lot? The answer will probably be a no. Cannot see that. However, I'll probably do some makeup looks with it. We'll see. But yeah, this is the primer. This is what the primer looks like. It is extremely glowy on my face. I'm looking through my viewfinder, so this is a very glowy primer. Definitely would not be a primer I would use for the summertime, but in these dry winter months, this would be a pretty good primer. I probably the only time I probably wear it is for the winter time. But yeah, it's a pretty good primer. Would I put this in my everyday stack? I'll go ahead and put it in my everyday stack. I mean, for right now, I'll put it in my everyday stack. since I did clean out my primers with my makeup declutter, which I am about to prepare another makeup declutter video for you guys. Okay, next is foundation. Foundation has been a talked about product back in for 2022. I had the foundation the moment it came out. I just never opened it, never did anything with it until now. So don't talk about me when I show you this foundation. I know y'all have moved on from it, and this is the first time I've ever had a product from them here. This is from Hourglass. This is the Hourglass Ambient Soft Golden Foundation. This is the very talked about foundation from 2022 towards the end. This is the Hourglass Ambient Foundation. I heard nothing but good things about this foundation. I was okay with the foundation the first time I wore it. It does come with a pump, and I believe this is a pretty expensive foundation. I think this was a little, yeah, it's a little bit too light for me. I got the wrong shade, but that's what happens when you try to shade match yourself online. I did get this from Sephora. I want to say this was a pretty good foundation. Shading is just a little, yeah, the shading is a little off, but it's not like I couldn't work with the foundation. But the finish, I really did enjoy the finish. I did enjoy the finish of this foundation. It's just a little too light. It's a little too light. I need to go up a shade. I do believe the price of this foundation is $44. Which is, sounds about right for Hourglass. But yeah, this is the foundation. Again, not a bad foundation. Like I said, and as you can see, it is a little light, but it's not like it's a foundation I can't work with. So I like this foundation. This will go in my everyday stack, and it is very skin-like. Very, very skin-like, and it does look like a friendly foundation for us older ladies. So yeah, I like this foundation. What y'all think? I like this foundation. The more I put it on, like I said, I know it's a little light, but it's not like it's a foundation I can't work with. I really do like the foundation. And from when I wore the foundation the first time, if I remember when I wore it the first time, it looked very skin-like. It didn't settle in my lines or anything like that. I much so worry about this under my eyes because I'm 47 years old and I'm going to have lines under my eyes. But it was very, very skin-like. Very, very skin-like. And I'm still seeing the skin-like finish, which is why I see why so many people enjoyed this foundation. Like I said, I got it a little too light. I need to get another shade. I need a shade, I need about one shade darker, one shade, but it's not a bad foundation. Ignore my kids, they are loud as hell and they know I'm doing a video and they still need to be loud. So pardon them, pardon them. Next is concealer. The concealer is not new. I've bought it on my previous channel before, so I decided to just put this concealer on with the Hourglass foundation. This is the Dior concealer, so I am going to put that on. All right, next I'm going to do a cream bronzer. I'm actually retesting this cream bronzer. I've tested it out several months ago on my other channel. I didn't know how I felt about it, so I kept it in my maybe stack, but I recently saw a YouTuber talk about this cream bronzer from NARS and how they really liked it. So I decided to whip it back out again. And I want to say I like this cream bronzer now. I gave it a fair shake and now I like it. I do like it now. Like I said, I think I just needed to give it I need to give it another try, which is why I have a maybe stack, because in my maybe stack, I don't know, you know, how I really feel about it unless I try it again with other makeup. But now that I've tried this again, I do like the cream bronzer. I don't like it as much as I like the cream bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I really do like it, but this also helped with the brightness that I have going on. But now I see this is a very smooth, easily to blend contour cream bronzer. I can't get my words out. I don't know why I can't get my words out. But yeah, now I really do like it. It is a bit red, but it's not like I can't work with it, and it did help out with some of the lightness of this foundation. And now that I've given the bronzer a fair shake, it is much easier to blend. See how smooth that is? And now I'm really liking the bronzer. So I'm definitely moving the cream bronzer into my everyday stack. Definitely moving it into my everyday stack, since now I've given it another fair shake. So yeah, I'm definitely going to move this to my everyday stack. Now usually, this is the part I usually set my face twice, but because the foundation is a little light, I went in with just my darker setting powder. So this is the setting powder from Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. What shade is this? Translucent Deep is the shade, as my kids are as loud as hell. See, this is what I have to deal with. This is what I have to deal with. See what I have to deal with these kids here? I'm doing a whole video and my daughter is still being as loud as hell. Oh, let me back off. Yeah, well. I'm gonna put on my setting powder. Next, I'm gonna go in with a powder bronzer. This powder bronzer is super new to me. If y'all say anything about me about this powder bronzer, because I know the powder bronzer is about 100 years old. So don't talk about me when I bring this bronzer up, because it's my first time trying the bronzer and I like the bronzer. This is yes, I'm super late with this. The City Bronzer from Maybelline. I know I'm late. I'm very late. But I heard a lot of good things about the bronzer, so I decided to try it out. And the bronzer is not bad at all. It is actually not a bad bronzer at all. It really isn't. So I did try it out, and wow, is all I have to say is wow. I see why y'all like this bronzer so much. This is what it looks like. Yeah, I know the light is washing it out. So yeah, I'm going to top it, set everything with the bronzer, but I really did like the bronzer. This bronzer is definitely going into my everyday stack. Definitely. Yeah, so I definitely like this blush. So this is definitely going into my everyday stack. I put all this powder on. I forgot about this cream blush I have, and I'm crazy. Not really a big fan of their cream blushes. I've tried their cream blush before. It was okay. I think I did end up giving my cream blushes away, but I ended up picking up another one. This is the Putty blush from E.L.F. I do not know what shade I have. I think it says blush pate. I don't know. But this is it. This is the green blush that I have. I want to say I'm okay with it. I don't know what shade this is. This is a very light. As you can see, it is extremely light. It is a light blush. So I had put it on, and some color did show up on my face. It did. Some of the color did show up. I think I just had to dig real hard to get it. Yeah, because this is like super light. I needed a darker shade. Yeah. See, now that I've really dug into it, the color is now starting to come up. That's what it looks like. It's okay. It's really showing up on camera. It is showing up. I don't know. I might move this to my maybe stack, I guess. Because I hadn't too long when I tried out this other makeup. I hadn't too long taking it out the package. Okay, yeah, it's showing up. It's showing up. There you go. But to give it a fair shake, I am going to put this in my maybe stack for the time being. I kind of don't know how I really feel about it. Just like I did the other cream blush, the Putty blush from E.L.F. I ended up giving it away. And I just picked this up just to see how my feeling would be still. And yeah, it's okay. I'm going to move this to my maybe stack. Next is highlighter. I got this highlighter in my Ipsy a few months ago. And it's an all highlighter, but I had wanted to try it out for a long time, and it just so happened it came in my Ipsy. So this is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter. This is the shade Mo Honey. I want to try this out. My favorite is the Ginger Binge Moscow Mule. That's my favorite. So yeah, so now I got this one. I'm aight with it. I'm gonna say that I'm aight with it. Not the way I like the Ginger Binge Moscow Mule. I really do like that one. I still got the protective covering on it. If you're not familiar with it, this is what the Kilowatt highlighter looks like. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Again, I'm not really a fan of this the way I am of the Ginger Binge Moscow Mule. But I will move this to my maybe stack to give it another fair shake. Yeah, I'm trying to find a highlighter brush. Oh, okay. Oh, it is icy. Maybe because I didn't put that much before. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and move this to my everyday stack. Okay, that's what it was. I didn't put a lot of product on, and I'm not really big on highlighter like I used to. All right, next is eyeshadow. I've had this eyeshadow palette for the longest time. I got this eyeshadow palette when it first came out. I just never opened it because everything else was being released, and it just got pushed to the back burner, pushed to the back burner, pushed to the back burner, pushed to the back burner. They still offer this eyeshadow palette. I had to check. They still have it, and it's still at Sephora. Don't talk about me. I know. It is so old. Yeah, y'all done moved on, and I hadn't bought other palettes since then. Yes, I am talking about the Caramel Brown Highlighter palette from, yes, Huda Beauty. Yes, I have had this eyeshadow palette. I've had this eyeshadow palette for the longest time. I am a big fan of her eyeshadow palettes. Her eyeshadow palettes are really, really good. And I finally say, you know what? I have had this eyeshadow palette for the longest time. Let me go ahead and play with this eyeshadow palette. So let me just bring you back memories. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. These are very vibrant browns and oranges. We have some reds. We got gold. But it is a vibrant eyeshadow palette. I thought I wasn't going to be disappointed with it. And turns out that I'm not. I'm not disappointed with the eyeshadow palette at all. Absolutely love it, just like the other eyeshadow palettes that I have from Huda Beauty. In my crease, I am going to go in with this orange shade right here. I'm going to put that in my crease. The pigment, can I tell you? If you're familiar with Huda Beauty pigment and how they come out, then you already know. I was already a fan of this eyeshadow palette. The moment I put this shade on, I was already in love. Just like with the other smaller, the Huda Beauty Obsessions eyeshadow palettes. I have several of those palettes. So I kind of knew I wasn't going to be disappointed with it. So check that out. Very nice, subtle, orangey brown shade. I did wear this to work. I got a couple of compliments on the eyeshadow. So yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be disappointed with the eyeshadow palette. I knew I wasn't. I really knew. Now on my lid, I think, you know what, let me put this, yeah, let me put this orange glitter, this orange shimmer shade. I'm going to put that on my lid. I never wore this one. Let's see what this shade looks like. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I like this. I like this shade. Oh yeah, I really like this shade. This is more of a going out shade, not a shade for work, for sure. Oh yeah, definitely a going out shade. Definitely. So here is the eyeshadow look. It's a little, that orange shimmer, it's a pretty color. It is coming off a bit patchy. It's probably going to be more vibrant if you would spray your brush with setting spray. It's probably going to come off really, really, really vibrant. But it's not going to stop me. It's going in my everyday stack. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Next is setting spray. They still offer this setting spray. I checked that website. Again, I got it when it first came out. It just sat there. This is the E.L.F. Game Up Shield Me Setting Mist. Yeah, it came in that collection that they had. I wasn't too picky about any of the other items in that collection. Only the setting spray is what interested me. And I do like the setting spray. I'm usually not disappointed with setting sprays from E.L.F. So I definitely was not disappointed with this setting spray. It does come with the mister. So yeah. Definitely melting these powders that I have. But this setting spray, I'm usually, again, not disappointed with anything dealing with E.L.F. and their setting sprays. To me, they make some very good setting sprays. So you know this is definitely going to go in my everyday stack. Next is mascara. I am retrying this mascara because you either really like this mascara or you really don't. And I was on the fence with this mascara because everybody talked about this mascara. And this mascara has recently come back up again. So I'm trying it out again. This is from Milani. This is their anti-gravity mascara. When I wore it the last time several months ago, I was on the fence with the mascara. I think when I wore it again, I think I'm still on the fence with it. Let me see how I feel this time about the mascara. Okay, it is giving me lift. I know Milani came out with a new mascara. I might try it out. Okay, definitely giving me lift. Okay, it's definitely giving me a lot of lift. I want to say when I put it on the last time, it lasted, only one eye lasted. The other one is like everything fell. This time, it's lasting. It is definitely lasting. Okay. I'm impressed with it. It's not doing too much for my bottom lashes. I have very, very, very baby fine bottom lashes. Only certain mascaras work for my bottom lashes. And this ain't one of them. This is not working for my bottom lashes, but my top lashes is giving me a whole bunch of lift right now. So I will move this to my everyday stack. Give it a few more shots. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move that to my everyday stack. Finally, lip. Now this particular lip color is new to me. I have several other shades in this collection. So this is from Colourpop. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Lip Cream. This is just a shade I've not worn. I have several other shades that I've worn. Love every single one. If you're not familiar with their lip creams, these lip creams are very, very, very comfortable on the lips. And I always top it with a gloss. The gloss I'm going to top it with, it's not new. I've had it before. Let me try this color. Let me see how I feel about this color. Oh. I like this color. Okay. Okay, I like this color. This is a very nice nude, nice brown liquid lipstick or lip cream. I like this color. I really do like this color. So I knew the finish was going to be great. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the shade because this is the only shade I hadn't tried, and I like this shade. I really do like this shade. I do, I like it. And it's going very well with the eyes. Actually bringing out the blush too. Okay. But I'm still gonna put that blush in my Maybe stack. I still am. I am gonna top it with a lip gloss. The lip gloss is not new. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I've been wearing this shade of the Lifter Gloss a lot lately, so I am gonna top it. All right, so that is it with this makeup review featuring a bunch of random products. We had a little high-end, a little drugstore. We just have a little bit of everything. So yes, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. This is now how we're going to do these makeup reviews. This is more like playing with makeup so you can get a feel of the makeup if you've not tried the products, or even if you have tried the products. Let me know in the comment section how you really feel about the products. I know some of the things, most of the things I do like is just the only thing I would put in my maybe stack would be, again, the E.L.F. Putty blush. I'm going to move that to my maybe stack. But pretty much everything else is going to go in my everyday stack. So I'm very, very impressed. Particularly some of the ones I've retested again and retried. And I really do like the products. So yes, I am going to bring you another Let's Play with Makeup makeup review. If you want to call it in those terms. I do have more makeup. And I just want to let all of you know I do have the 3 most talked about foundations, which is the new Juvia's Place foundation, the new foundation from NYX, and of course, you know I got Makeup by Mario. I did wear test on my second channel. I'm going to link my second channel in the bottom of the description box if you have not seen or checked out my second channel. I did all day wear test for those 3 foundations, and I am going to bring those foundations to you just so you can see how it pairs with other makeup products. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.